A very good evening and welcome you all to JFSC, the Super League Season 5 as the Golden Wings take on the KCC. There's an inside edge and the ball just rolls down towards the boundary line. Oh, the outfield is just slow there behind and they'll get couple of runs there. It's Chirag Sharma and Yogesh batting at the moment for the KCC and the Golden Wings. Nikhil with the ball in his hands. At the moment, KCC on 9 runs, the loss of 0 wickets. Nikhil with his third ball, and this time it's punched on towards the mid off. There's a fielder there saving the singles into the circle. This time gets an thick edge there towards the point fielder. Another dot on this over. Nikhil with his fifth ball. This time he pulls it, and he pulls it well to get long over the fielder for a maximum. That was been timed well. Just getting into the line of the ball and pulls it over just over the fielder for a maximum. Two sixes already into this over. Chirag looking in some good form at the start. He's already 14 of just 5. Nikhil to bowl the last ball of the over. Or this time he just flicks it towards the mid wicket. A slight fumble. Nonetheless, there was a cover at the back. So after the completion of 1 over, KCC score is 15 runs at a loss of 0 wickets. Hello. Anurav, the new bowler, into the attack for the Golden Wings. And he starts off at the wide. He comes with his first ball. But that's a swing and a miss there. Anurav is getting a slight hint of a swing there. Ball just passing the edge of the bat and straight into the hands of the keeper. Anurav with his second ball, or this time he cuts it fine there, but a fielder present and just a single. Oh, there's no run. Anurav with his third ball, this time slightly dipping into the legs, still managing to get the one run. Good running between the wickets, and with that, Yogesh is off the mark, and Chirag is back on strike. He's 14 of just 6. Just 2 runs in this over, the first wide, and now a single. Still 3 balls left in this over. Anurav, here he comes with the fourth ball. Oh, this time much fuller, and that will be a boundary. His eyes blinks as the ball was much fuller there and just outside of, and he just puts it over the cover for a boundary. An excellent shot there from Chirag. He's looking in some form at the start. Anurav with the fifth ball. This time, much higher. It will land safe, and they'll get a single there. It just falls short of a fielder there. Yogesh back on strike. Anurav to bowl the last ball of the over. Oh, it was a good ball. This time into the stumps line. Didn't give any room there. So after the completion of 2 overs, KCC score is 22 runs at a loss of 0 wickets. Nikhil back into the attack. This time cuts it over, and that will be a boundary. So another boundary for Chirag. Slightly outside off, and he just free his hands, just putting it over the point fielder there for a boundary. Another boundary for Chirag. He's playing on 23 of just 9. He is looking in some sublime form. Any bad ball, he's putting it up to the boundary now. The score moves to 26 in just 2.1 overs. Nikhil with his second ball. Oh, this time it was a good one and well defended by Chirag, and they'll manage to get a single there. Yogesh on strike. Excellent ball. There was an appeal by the bowler, but the umpire seems disinterested. So a dot ball, much fuller delivery into the stumps line, completely getting deceived there. Yogesh, another swing and miss there. Yogesh playing it on the back foot, just trying to punch it down there towards the point to just get off the strike. It's been a good over so far by Nikhil. Just 5 runs in the 4 balls, still two more to go. Nikhil with the fifth ball. This time, Yogesh just slashes it towards the square leg. Just a single. Chirag back on strike. Nikhil to bowl the last ball of the over. He goes bang over covers, and this time he just clears the boundary line, and that will be a maximum to end the over. What a way to end the over. So after the completion of 3 overs, score is 34 runs at a loss of 0 wickets. Much with given and Chirag just putting it over for a maximum. An excellent shot from Chirag there. So after completion of 3 overs, the score is 34 runs at a loss of 0 wickets. Chirag is playing at 30 of just 11 balls. He is looking in terrific form now. Anurav back into the attack for his second over. Yogesh on strike. Anurav with the first ball, this time much fuller into the stumps line. He's played it towards the long off and will get a single there. And that brings Chirag back on strike. Anurav with his second ball. Chirag trying to clear that one. Fails to connect. And that will be a dot ball. A rare dot ball. Anurav with his third ball. Oh, that's been played smartly there. Played it late just to get the cut of the bat. Just a single. It's been a good overs so far. Just 3 runs. Fourth ball. Again, play and a miss. Another dot delivery. This is turning out to be a good over by Anurav. Still two more deliveries left. Yogesh on strike. Anurav with the last ball. A big swing and a miss. So after the completion of 4 overs, KCC score is 37 runs at a loss of 0 wickets. Viraj into the attack. The Golden Wings and just a single to start off the over. Oh, this time straight into the hands. Excellent catch there. And that will be a wicket. And Yogesh departs. Virat strikes the first wicket for the Golden Wings. It was a low full toss. He played straight into hands of the point region. And he accepts with the both hands. That will be a wicket. The KCC lose the first wicket. The new batter into the middle. Tenzing Nyogi. Score is 48 runs in the loss of one wicket. Virat to bowl his third ball. Oh, that's a classic shot. The fielder there at the extra cover saving runs. Just a single. So Tenzing Nyogi gets off the mark with a single. And that will be a boundary. Another boundary for Chirag Sharma. This time onto the offside. That was driven beautifully. And the extra cover fielder just couldn't manage to stop that win. Chirag with his fifth ball. This time slashed onto the back foot and another boundary. This time off to the back foot. He cuts it beautifully. Another boundary. And Chirag Sharma is just accelerating now. He's six, he's 40 of just 16 balls. A rare dot ball there for Chirag. And that will be an over. So after the completion of 5 overs, KCC score is 47 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Anurav back into the attack, and he starts off with the dot. Niyogi on strike. Anurav with his second ball, and this time he just misses his line and length, and that will be a white signal by the umpire. It's a good ball and an equally good shot. Played it towards the extra cover. Into the gap, and that will race towards the boundary fence. A much fuller. He did get a swing there. There was easy picking for Chirag to put that up into the gap between the two fielders, and that will race towards the boundary fence. And the Chirag is just piling up. He's on 44 of just 18 balls. He's moving quick. He's moving faster now. Still three more balls to left in this over. And with that boundary, the KCC are 50 runs on the board. Play and a miss. This time the ball did shaped in. Anurav still getting some swing there. Still two more ball left in this over. Oh, that was an excellent delivery. That just deceived Chirag. Just passing over the edge of Chirag. Anurav to bowl the last ball of the over. An excellent delivery. Just a touchdown there towards the square leg. So after the completion of 6 overs, KCC score is 53 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Just a cut down there towards the extra cover. A single of the first ball. Viraj back into the attack. That was an excellent delivery to deceive someone who's been set, who's playing on 44 of just 21. A clever bowling there by Viraj. This time it will be a wide as the umpire signals it. Oh, the ball kept low this time, though Chirag attempted it straight towards the square leg. Another dot delivery. This is good thinking by Virat. Either he's bowling into that stump line or either he's bowling too outside off. He's not giving any room for the batter now. That's a clever bowling, clever thinking. That's been cut towards the extra cover and just a single. It's turning out to be a good over. Just 3 runs of the first 4 balls. Still 2 balls to go. Nyogi on strike. An excellent delivery. An excellent attempt by the fielder. Well fielded there. He saves a run there. Another dot delivery. Just 3 runs so far. It's turning out to be a good over for the Golden Wings now. Viraj to bowl the last ball. This time outside off. An easy pickings for Tenzing. Though it was didn't time that well. It didn't went toward that boundary fence. So after the completion of 7 overs, KCC score is 57 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. To the attack, and that will be a boundary. Much fuller onto this occasion, and that's been driven beautifully towards the covers for a boundary. Still, Anuru is getting some swing there. This time, single onto the leg side. Chirag back on strike. Anuruv with his third ball. An excellent fielding there at the covers. Jatin Sharma putting the body onto his line. Excellent fielding. He saved couple of runs there. Anuruv with his fourth ball. This time that's been into the air and that will straight go into the stands for a maximum. And this time it has come from the bat of Tenzing Nyogi. A much fuller. He slogs it straight over the long on fence for a maximum. An excellent shot. Oh, this time he clubs it over towards the long off for a single. Chirag back on strike. He's playing on 46 of 25. Both the batters looking settled now. Oh, he has lashed that one. There's a fielder at the back. Just a single to end the over. So after the completion of 8 overs, KCC score is 71 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Prashant Panchal, the new bowler, into the attack for the Golden Wings. And he starts off with a dot ball. It's been cut off the back foot and just a single. That's been played towards the long on. Just a single. The dog on strike. That's been driven towards the extra cover. Just a single. And that will be a white signal by the umpire. Just 3 runs so far in this over. Another excellent fielding there at the point region. The Golden Wings fielders are putting everything on the line to save those crucial runs for the team. And that will be over. So after the completion of 9 overs, KCC score is 75 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Just 4 runs of that last over, an excellent over from the Prashant Panchal. Vishal, the new bowler, into the attack for the Golden Wings, and he starts off with a wide. Sorry, he starts off with a dot ball. Chirag Sharma is playing on 49 of just 30 balls. Chirag hits it towards the cover, and he will get his half century. An excellent snitch knock there from Chirag Sharma. He raises his bat and his team applauds. It's been a fine innings from Chirag Sharma. Tenzing plays it towards the mid wicket. Another dot ball. It's been an excellent fielding from the KCC fielders. Inside the circle, they're saving runs for the team. Chirag Sharma, 50 runs of just 32 balls. Sorry, 31 balls. He's been an absolutely amazing batter for KCC. It's been played straight towards the long off. There's a fielder there right at the back. Chirag Sharma, 5 4 3 6. It's a knock with full of intent and grace. And he just slashes that one. That's an excellent attempt there by the fielder at the long off. What an excellent attempt. Even the opposition had applauded for that effort. An excellent effort that was from the long off fielder. Just look at that athleticism from the fielder. A running catch. He knows that He just goes, he steps onto the boundary line, he quickly throws inside, he saved couple of runs there for his team, and that will be drinks break as it complete 10 overs. This KCC score is 78 runs at a loss of 1 wicket, and it's time for some drinks. Hello and welcome back. We are back after that short drinks break. So far it's been a show from Chirag Sharma. He's already crossed 50 run mark. The KCC team playing at 78 runs, a loss of 1 wicket. Both Chirag Sharma and Tenzin Yogi have put on a good partnership here. On to the other hand, they have an equal opponents who have been really feeling really well. That's been cut towards the deep point. Prashant Panchal back into the attack. Tenzin Yogi on strike. And Tenzin Yogi just goes long. That will be just a single. That's been played into the air. An excellent effort there at the long off, but he's just dropped the catch. Chirag survives and they get a single of that. So Tenzin Yogi is back on strike. Oh, that's been played towards the long on. Just a single. So 4 runs of the first 4 balls. They're getting easily singles now. They're rotating strike quite comfortably. Oh, this time it was an excellent ball there from Prashant Panchal. Chirag Sharma had to go at the back foot to play that one. Oh, this time he gets a thick edge there. It went on towards the deep mid wicket, and that will be an over. So 5 runs coming off that over. After the completion of 11 overs, the KCC score is 83 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. Vishal back into the attack for his second over. After an excellent first over, he just gave 3 runs in his first over. He's back for his second, and the Golden Wings have managed to put a break onto the run flow from the KCC. This time, another edge played onto the leg side will get a single. Tenzing Nyogi is playing 20 of just 18 balls. He's going good. He's finding boundaries at the intervals. Or this time he just plays it over the covers fielder. Another excellent fielding there at the back by the Golden Wings fielder. They're standing by the court, putting the body on the line. They're putting their everything to save those runs. An excellent commitment towards the game. Another good ball. Those efforts, those savings of crucial runs does lift the morale of team. And this time Chirag Sharma has played that into the air and he'll clear the boundary comfortably. Another six for Chirag Sharma. This time Matchfula, he gets that inside out shot. He timed it beautifully to clear that boundary fence. Another maximum for Chirag Sharma. He's looking in some good touch. He's 61 of just 39. And this time he plays towards the long one. There will be the fielder at the back. Just a single. 9 runs of the first 5 balls, still a ball left in this over. Vishal with his last ball of the over. This time full toss. That's been driven. That's been slashed hard towards the boundary line. This time it's Tenzin Yogi with that boundary to finish off that over. He just starts down, gets the full toss, and he drives it beautifully towards the boundary fence. An excellent way to end the over. So after the completion of 12 overs, KCC score is 96 runs at a loss of 1 wicket. And Prashant Panchal is back into the attack. He's bowling his third over, just 9 runs in his first 2 overs. He's been really good. Chirag slashes that one straight. Another catch been put down. And Chirag gets one more lifeline. And they will get a single there. Or this time it's been cut. And cut graciously towards the boundary line. And now Tenzing Nyogi is finding his rhythm. Back to back fours for Tenzing Nyogi. This time it was outside of. He just had to cut that one towards the boundary fence and he cuts it beautifully. And now he's taking on to the charge. He moves to 29 of just 21. He's finding some rhythm. And this time he has flicked that one towards the deep mid wicket. And just a single. So 6 runs of the first 3 balls. This has been a good start to the over by KCC. And with that run, they reached the 100-run mark. Oh, that's a signal wild. So an extra run added to the tally of the KCC scorecard. They're playing on 103 of just with just loss of 1 wicket. Another good ball. Rare dot delivery now. This time he charges down towards the long off. And this time the fielder gets to hold on to that one. And that will be an end to the Chirag Sharma's knock. So Prashant strikes. And this time he starts down the ground towards the long on. The fielder holds onto that one. So that is an end of an amazing innings by Chirag Sharma. What a knock it has been from him. A much needed breakthrough there for the Golden Wings. They were looking good now. They had found the rhythm, both the batters, and a much needed breakthrough by Prashant Panchal. And Amit Dhaiya, the new batter, comes into the middle for the KCC. Prashant continues. He'll bowl his last ball of the over. Amit Daya on strike. He defends that one. So that will be an end to an over. A good over there from Prashant Panchal. So after the completion of 13 overs, the KCC score is 103 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. And another great shot from Tenzin Nyogi. He just flicked that one beautifully. Almost a snake shot there from Tenzin Nyogi. He didn't smack that one hard, just a gracious touch on that one. And that just clears the boundary line for a maximum. What a way to start the over. So, a six of the first ball. Vishal is back into the attack for his third over. This time again, it's been flicked onto the leg side. Just a single. So, Amit is back on strike. And he plays towards the deep mid wicket. And he's off the mark with that single. Tenzing back on strike. This time he charges down the ground. He just clears over the bowler's head, but a fielder at the long off, and that will be just a single. So that's a good comeback by Vishal after getting hit for a six onto the first ball. Just three singles after that. Amit back on strike. Vishal with his fifth ball, and that's been pulled away. And that's been pulled away well. Oh, again an excellent fielding. The fielder reaches to that one, though they will get couple of runs there. But an excellent fielding by the Golden Wings. They have been brilliant throughout the innings so far. Their fieldings have been top notch. That will be a last ball. And this time it's been played smartly towards the point. So that will be a dot to win the over. So after the completion of 14 overs, KCC score is 114 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. That will be a boundary of the first ball. That was much fuller. The ball did turn. The fielder, that was an unfortunate turn there, but a good effort there by the fielder. And that will be a boundary. And Tenzing Nyogi gets another boundary there of the first ball. And this time it's straight into the hands. And Tenzing Nyogi has to depart. And Prashant Panchal strikes once again. A flighted delivery. Tenzing just went for that drive. And that's an excellent catch at the extra cover. So that will be an end to an excellent innings by Tenzing Nyogi. A hard-fought innings comes to an end. Well played, Tenzing Nyogi. And Prashant, he strikes back in back-to-back overs now. His second wicket. Ganesh, the new batter, into the middle for the KCC. So now KCC have both the new batters into the middle, and we are into the last 6 overs of this innings. This is the 14th over. Already two balls been done this over. Ganesh will face the first ball, and Prashant Panchal. What an over it has been for him so far. That's been just clipped towards the leg side, and Ganesh is off the mark with that single. How many more runs these both can add towards the scorecard? Oh, that's a full toss, and he has smacked that one into that cow corner region for a maximum. He gets a full toss. That's a freebie, and he just smacks that one. That's long, and that's high into the air and over the boundary fence for a maximum. So Amit take, takes the charge now after the wicket of Tenzing Nyogi. His first six. Now towards the offside, another boundary. He's taking the charge on. Much fuller this time. It was been hit hard there by Amit. The fielder could have just watched that one to go over the boundary fence. 15 runs already of the first five and a wicket. This is turning out to be an expensive over now. Still a ball to left. Another shot in the air, and that will clear the boundary line. Another six. And now Amit has just taken the charge on his second six of the over. A much fuller this time. He just smokes that one towards the long on for a maximum. What a way to end the over. So after the completion of 15 overs, KCC scores 135 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. And Amit is 19 of just 7. What an acceleration this is. It's a Mitesh, the new bowler introduced by the Golden Wings. He's into the attack and last 5 overs left. Mitesh with his first ball. That's been played straight towards the mid-on fielder. Just a single to start off the over, and the score moves to 136 at a loss of 3 wickets. Amit on strike, and he pulls that one towards the cow corner region. The fielder might get there as the ball did slow down there by by getting the hands of the mid-wicket fielder. Ball did slow down, though they get couple of runs there. Again, amazing work by the fielders just to get that hand on the ball, just to slow that one. Oh, that's just a single run. An excellent efforts there by the fielders of Golden Wings. Or this time it's been smacked hard towards the long on fielder, and that will be yet another single. So the single and Ganesh on strike. Oh, he's cut that one over the point fielder, and that will be a boundary. The odd boundaries have been flowing for the KCC. This time it was outside of. It just had to clear over that point fielder to get that boundary. And Ganesh has joined the party too. 7 runs so far in the first 4 balls. Oh, this was an excellent ball. Much filler into the stumps line. That will be just a single. Amit back on strike. He's playing off. He's playing on 21 of just 9 balls. And he just pulls that one towards the square leg. So that will be a single to end the over. So after the completion of 16 overs, KCC score is 144 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. Nikhil back into the attack for his third over. And that is a wicket. Excellent catch at the point, and Amit has to depart and Nikhil strikes slightly outside off. He cuts it straight into the hands of the point region. That will be yet another wicket for the Golden Wings, and Amit has to depart. His good cameo comes to an end. 22 of just 10 balls. Navid Naik, the new batter, comes into the middle for the KCC. So wicket to start the over. Gets a thick edge there, and that will be a boundary. Now the boundary is flowing for the KCC. Doesn't mind how they come, but they're coming thick and fast now. A thick edge there by Navid Naik, and he is off the mark with a boundary. The third ball, a good ball, almost a yorker there. It was being played onto the leg side. Oh, they ran the first one and they'll get another run. So the extra overthrow run there for the KCC, and with that double run, they cross the mark of 150 runs. 150 runs up for the KCC. Navid Naik and Ganesh are into the middle. Another good delivery from Nikhil. This time straight onto his legs. Nikhil wasn't able to connect that one. Another good delivery. Slightly outside of, making the batter to reach for that one, and he misses. So back to back dot balls. A wicket and 6 runs so far in the first 5 balls. Still a ball left in this over. Nikhil with the last ball of the over. Excellent over by Nikhil. Another Yorker straight into the legs, and with that, the over comes to an end. After the completion of 17 overs, KCC score is 150 runs at a loss of 4 wickets. Mitish back into the attack for his second over, and he starts off with a wide ball. So the score moves to 151 now. Or that's been played straight towards the long off. Just a single. Navid Naik on strike. He's playing on 6 of just 5 balls. Another thick edge there. Oh, this time it's been well fielded there at the third man region. He's making excellent use of his feet. He stops 2 runs. Oh, now that's been played towards the square leg region. It wasn't good attempt there by the fielder on the square leg. It was high in the air. It's a never easy on that back running catches. An excellent attempt there by the fielder on the square leg. Still, they managed to get 2 runs. Oh, that's a play and a miss. The batter trying to create a room for himself, and he missed onto that one. So a dot. Oh, this time there was pace onto that ball. It deceived both the wicket keeper and the batter. Oh, looks like there was. It will be a wise run there, but an excellent delivery there by Mitish. There was a pace on that one. So Mitesh to bowl the last ball of the over. Another good delivery, another dot. So after the completion of 18 overs, the KCC score is 157 runs at a loss of 4 wickets. So Nikhil back into the attack for his fourth and final over. Nikhil with the first ball. Oh, this time out the shorter one. Naveed has just struck on that one, and that will be a six. This time it was on the shorter side, and he just whacks that one over that deep backward point for a maximum. So a six to start the over. Nikhil with his second ball, and this time onto the leg side. He's pulled that one beautifully for a boundary. So back to back boundaries now. Again, this time on the shorter side. This time Naveed pulls it onto the leg side for a boundary. So he's on roll, he's on charge. Back to back boundaries for Naveed. He's playing on 20 of just 11 balls now. Still 4 more balls left in this over. He has just taken on the charge now. And now there are some field replacements happening both on the off and the leg side. Nikhil with his third ball, and this time it's been played towards the mid wicket. Just a single. So that brings Ganesh back on strike. So 11 runs of the first 3 balls. It's already turning out to be a good over for the KCC. Nikhil with the fourth ball. And this time Ganesh takes on to the charge. And he's cleared that one. Another six. There was easy pickings for the Ganesh. He just flicks it over the cow corner region. 17 runs of the first 4 balls. Another field replacements now. Nikhil with his fifth ball. Again, that's been slopped, but well fielded there by the mid-wicket fielder. So just a run. And that brings Navid back on strike to face the last ball of Nikhil. This is already been a big over for the KCC. Will he end that over on a big note? Nikhil to bowl the last ball. Navid on strike. Nikhil with the final ball of this over, and that's been played straight towards the long off. Oh, they get couple of runs there, and they ran the third one. Excellent running between the wickets by these two gentlemen onto the pitch for the KCC. So after the completion of 19 overs, KCC score is 170 runs at a loss of 4 wickets. And Mitesh is back into the attack for his third over, and that will be a last over of this innings. Navid on strike, KCC on 178 runs at a loss of 4 wickets. Mitesh with his first ball, that's been slogged over for a 6. What a shot that is! That is just a flick. That's just a fine touch from Navid. He just opens the face of the bat and just clears that one over the boundary fence for a maximum. He's playing on 30 of just 14 balls now. He's almost playing on the strike rate of 200 to 250 now. He's just taken on the charge after Mitesh to bowl the second ball. Another swing. Has he cleared that one? He has. And he has cleared that one with a big margin. Two back-to-back sixes from Navid Naik. He's just turned the game on for the KCC. He gets through and plays that inside out shot to put that one for another maximum. So 190 runs on the boards for the KCC. Still 4 more balls left in this over. And Navid Naik has just turned the heat on. Mitish with his third ball. Navid try to play that one onto the leg side, and that will be a miss. So that will be a dot delivery. He was targeting that leg side onto that deep square leg. Mitish with the fourth ball, and that's a white signal by the umpire. It just ran down the leg. Oh, he pulls it that one, and that will be another boundary. Still 2 more balls left in this over. Navid 9 playing on 40 of just 17 balls. Mitesh with his fifth ball. This time he didn't time that one well, and that will be a run out. A much needed wicket there for the KCC. So Ganesh has to depart. Still Navid on strike. They were looking to get back Navid on strike, and Ganesh had to sacrifice his wicket. So Ganesh departs, and Pranil, the new batter, into the middle for the KCC for the last ball. He will watch that last ball from the non-striker's end, as Navid will be on strike for the last ball of this innings. Mitish to bowl the last ball. Navid on strike. He's playing on 41 of 18 balls. Mitish comes with the last ball, and that's a miss. He didn't connect, so that will be just a leg by signal by the umpire. So after the completion of 20 overs, KCC score is 197 runs at a loss of 5 wickets. So that means Golden Wings needs 198 runs to win in their allotted 20 overs. We will be right back after a short innings break for the chase where Golden Wings need 198 runs to win. A mammoth total in front of them, which has been put by KCC. And what an acceleration that had been from Navid Naik at the end. He just took the game away. It will land safe. Nikhil back into the attack. This time cuts it over. And that will be a. He goes bang over covers. And this time he just clears the boundary line. And that will be. Oh, this time straight into the hands. Excellent catch there. And that will be a. And that will be a boundary. Another. And that will be a boundary. Another boundary for Chirag Sharma. Chirag with his fifth ball. This time slashed onto the back foot and another boundary. into the gap, and that will race towards the boundary. Oh, that was an excellent delivery. That and that will be a boundary. Anurav with his football this time. That's been into the air, and that will straight go into the stands for him. And he just slashes that one. That's an excellent attempt there by the field. That's been played into the air. An excellent effort there. And this time Chirag Sharma has played that into the air, and he'll clear the boundary comfortably. Vishal with his last ball of the over. This time full toss. That's been driven. That's been slashed hard towards the boundary. Chirag slashes that one straight. Or this time it's been cut. And cut graciously towards the boundary line. This time he charges down towards the long off. And this time the fielder gets to hold on. And another great Vishal with his fifth ball. And that's been pulled away. And that's been pulled away well. Oh, again an excellent feeling. The boundary there of the first ball. And this time it's straight into the hands to the scorecard. Oh, that's a full toss. And he has smacked that one into that. Now towards the offside. Another boundary. Expensive over now. Still a ball to left. Another shot in the air. And that will clear the boundary line. Oh, he's cut that one over the point fielder. And that will be a boundary. Nikhil back into the attack for his third over. And that is a wicket. So wicket to start the over. Gets a thick edge there, and that will be a boundary. Nikhil with the first ball. Oh, this time onto the shorter one. Naveed has just struck on that one, and Nikhil with his second ball, and this time onto the leg side. He's pulled that one beautifully for a boundary. Over for the KCC. Nikhil with the fourth ball, and this time Ganesh takes onto the charge, and he's cleared that one. 178 runs at a loss of 4 wickets. Mitesh with his first ball. That's been slogged over for a 6. Mitesh to bowl the second ball. Another swing. Has he cleared that one? He has. And onto that deep square leg. Mitesh with the fourth ball. Oh, he pulls it that one. And that will be another boundary. That one well. And that will be a Hello and welcome back to JFSC, the Super League Season 5. And in the first innings, KCC scored 197 runs at a loss of 5 wickets, and Golden Wings need 198 runs to win, and that's the wicket. Navid Naik strikes. It's the day of Navid Naik. After that beautiful finish
and a loss
in
of
the last
5
2 overs, he
wickets.
strikes on the very first ball. The ball just getting a hint of a swing gets the outside edge of Priyesh Ruparel, and that will be a wicket on a very first ball. Priyesh has to depart. Navid strikes on the very first ball of the innings. So the Golden Wings loses their first wicket without scoring a run. Navid with his second ball, and that's been left alone. And he's knocked the press on a very first ball. Oh, that was a peach of a delivery from Navid Naik. That was a chaffer from the Navid Naik. The ball pitches and sharply swings inside and gets the off stump of Priyash. That's the second wicket for the KCC, and the Golden Wings are in big trouble now. Jatin Sharma, the new batter, into the middle for the Golden Wings. Golden Wings are in deep trouble now. They've already lost their second wicket without scoring a run. And this time, the beautiful Yorker from Navid Naik straight onto his legs. Wicket, dot ball, wicket, and again a dot. Still two more balls left in this over. That's been defended well. Still a ball left in this over. Navid with his last ball to Jatin and just missing onto his line and length. The ball racing towards the down leg. The fielder fumbles. So wide and a couple of runs for the Golden Wings and they are off the mark. Still a ball left in this over. Again losing the shape onto that one and that will be another wide. So back to wide, back to back wides now. 5 runs on the board and loss of 2 wickets of Golden Wings. And that's been hammered straight down the ground for a boundary. And what a way to open the account for Kailash Bhatt. That was much fuller. He just slogs it over the cover region for a boundary. So boundary to end that over. So after the completion of first over, Golden Wings score is 9 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. Been a mixed over there for Nivid Naik. First 4 balls, dot and 2 wickets, and then couple of wides and boundary on the very last ball. Pranay, the new bowler, into the attack for the KCC. Jatin on strike. Pranay with the first ball. Oh, he's played that one on the leg side. And will get the single. So that brings Kailash back on strike. Or this time he is hammered onto the leg side, has cleared the field, and that will be a yet another boundary from the bat of Kailash. But ball sliding down onto the leg, he just flicked that one over the leg side region, and that will be yet another boundary. So back to back boundaries for the Kailash. Rene with his third ball. That were just easy picking for Kailash. Sliding down the leg, though that wasn't timed that well. So they'll get couple of runs there. This time sliding down the leg. It will be a wide delivery. Or this time he finds the gap, and that will be just couple of runs. Eight runs of the first four balls, still two more balls left in this over. Kailash is off a flying start. He scored 10 off just four balls. Renee with the fifth ball, he plays down towards the long off, and that will be a single. Renee with the last ball of the over, and that will be a dot ball to end the over. So after the completion of two overs, Golden Wings scores 20 runs at a loss of two wickets. Navid back into the attack for his second over. For the first over, he had two wickets, couple of wides, and a boundary on that last ball. And with the second ball, that's been driven well straight into the hands of the cover region. So just a single that brings Jatin back on strike. He's playing on one of four balls. Navid is getting a good shape here. Some swing also. That's been played towards the long off fielder. That will be a single as well. Go catch the inside edge, and that runs down, and that will be a couple of runs there. Would have been a close call there. The ball just got that inside edge and just rolled back toward the wicket keeper, which deceived him, and they got couple of runs there. So still two more balls left in this over. Naviz with his fifth ball, or this time much fuller onto his body, just a single onto that leg side, and this is turning out to be a good over. Just a 5 runs. So far, still a ball left, and Jatin will face that last ball. And that's been played straight down the ground, and that will be a single. So after the completion of 3 overs, Golden Wings score is 26 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. Again plays it smartly towards the short third man. Played it late, just a touch onto that ball. And this time he will find the boundary through covers. It was smoked hard by Jatin. That was a full delivery just outside off. He just swings it hard. The fielder fumbles, and that will be a boundary. Pranay with the fourth ball. Oh, that's a good delivery. Ball just tipping. Kailash back on strike. He's playing on 15 of just 9 balls. The Golden Wings need still 166 runs to win in 98 balls. Oh, that's been clipped onto the leg side, and that will be raced away towards the boundary. So easy pickings there for the Kailash, but onto the ball just drifting off the pads, the batter just getting the bat onto the ball, and that just raced away towards the boundary fence. So 10 runs so far in this over, still a ball left. Rene to bowl the last ball of the over. Kailas on strike. This time it was much outside off, and that will be a swing and a miss. So after the completion of 4 overs, Golden Wings score is 36 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. Third ball, Navid Naik, and that's been smacked towards the boundary line for yet another boundary. This time much fuller. He found the gap between the square leg and the ball just racing towards the boundary line for yet another boundary. The Kailash Bhatt is now slowly taking on the charge. He's 23 of just 12 balls. He's easily finding those gaps now. He's just turning it on now. The current run rate is of 9.33 and the required run rate is just 10.06. We just need few more of those shots just to match the required run rate. Navid with his fourth ball again onto the legs. He just played it towards the square leg, just a single. Oh, that's been played straight towards the long on region. That will be a single. with the last ball, or just a good defense and equally well run there. So after the completion of 5 overs, Golden Wings score is 45 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. Another boundary for the Kailash Bhatt. So with that single comes the 50-run partnership between Jatin Sharma and Kailash Bhatt. They're playing well. They have stitched a good partnership between both of them. Now that's been cut, and that's been cut well to get towards that boundary line. He just pounded the gap well there towards the point and the third man region. That's a really good boundary there. So two boundaries already in this over. So 9 runs of the first 3 balls. And now they're almost matching the required run rate. Oh, good running between the wickets. Now they're really rotating the strike well, which is putting the pressure back on the bowling side. So after losing 2 wickets in that first over, they've managed well to come back. Rene with his fifth ball. A full toss, and that will be driven towards the boundary fence. What a shot that is from Kailash Bhatt. Or this time it was full toss, and that was driven beautifully through covers. 3 boundaries already in this over, still a ball left. The score moves to 59. Or he's played that one with the soft hands towards the third man, and that will be yet another boundary. So 4 boundaries in this over. Just played that with the soft hands, just opened the face of the bat, and the ball running down towards the boundary line. So after the completion of 6 overs, Golden Wings score is 63 runs at a loss of 2 wickets. Ganesh, the new bowler introduced into the attack for the KCC. Ganesh with the first ball that's been played onto the leg side. Just a single to start off the over. Kailash playing on 38 of just 18 balls. Oh, he's pulled that one. Oh, he's grabbed that one too. Excellent catch. That's a terrific catch. That has to be the catch of the match. That was pulled very hard and equally well taken at the boundary line. He does that one very well. So Kailash has to depart. He departs after a well-made innings of 38. Ganesh to bowl his third ball. Oh, gets a thick outside edge and that will run towards the boundary line. So Ronak is off the mark with that boundary. Gets a thick edge. He swinged hard and the ball just races towards the boundary fence. Ganesh with the first ball, or played it with the soft hands towards the point fielder. Just a single. The Golden Wings need 129 runs to win. Oh, that's well defended. Oh, now that's been picked up beautifully. A fielder there at the long off, just a single. So after the completion of 7 overs, Golden Wings score is 70 runs at a loss of 3 wickets. Amit, the new bowler introduced into the attack by KCC, just opens the face of the bat. That's been played towards the deep point. Just a single. Or now he just clears it over, but does find the fielder at the back. That will be a yet another single. Oh, he's played that smartly. That will be a single too. Oh, that's a good ball. Trying to play that one onto the leg. And that will be a dot delivery. Or this time he slogs it up in the air. That's gone high. That's been just put down. So they will get more couple of runs and that will be a run out. So a chance miss is a chance created by KCC. An excellent throw and that turns into a run out for the Golden Wings and they lose another wicket. Prashant Panchal, the new batter for the Golden Wings, comes into the middle. Amit to bowl the last ball of the over. Oh, that's been hit straight down the ground, and that will be a maximum. What a shot from Jatin Sharma! He just picked up that beautifully. He just clubbed it straight for a maximum. An amazing shot to end the over. So after the completion of 8 overs, Golden Wings score is 78 runs with a loss of 4 wickets. Sundar, the new bowler introduced into the attack by KCC. The Golden Wings playing on 78. They still need 120 more runs to win in 72 balls. Oh, he's cut that one. He's found the gap, and that will be a bound. Oh, it just stops before the boundary rope. That will be an unfortunate for Jatin. He found that gap really well. Looked like the slow outfield onto that offside. Still manages to get two onto that first one. He's back on strike. This time he finds the fielder there, and that will be a dot delivery. Again finds the fielder there. So that will be back to back dot ball. This time plays it onto the leg side. He finds the edge. Fielder fumbles there at the third man, though they'll get a single there. and that will be a wide. This time he plays very late onto that ball. So after the completion of 9 overs, the Golden Wings score is 84 runs at a loss of 4 wickets. Amit back into the attack for the second over. Oh, he slogged that one. Oh, he's cleaned him up, and that will be end of the Prashant Panchal. It's a really good delivery, just nipped in. He tried to go onto the back foot and just misses. Like you hit, you miss, I hit. Another wicket falls down for the Golden Wings. So after the completion of 10 overs, Golden Wings score is 86 runs at a loss of 5 wickets. Sundar back into the attack. A slight fumble, and they took an advantage and gets the 1 run. Oh, that's been flicked hard and flicked well, and that will be a boundary. A fuller delivery that's been flicked hard there. An excellent effort though by the fielder, but in the end it touches the boundary rope. Sundar with his third ball, and it's a play and a miss. Or that's been played straight towards the long off. That will be a single. Another dot delivery. Golden Wings still need 106 runs in 55 balls. The required run rate is just piling up to 12 runs now. That will be a dot to end the over. So after the completion of 11 overs, Golden Wings score is 92 runs at a loss of 5 wickets. Ankush Ahuja, the new bowler into the attack for the KCC. Ankush with the first ball. That's been cut well. That's been cut into the gap, and that will race all the way towards the boundary line. Slightly on the shorter side, he just found that gap well, and the ball just racing towards the boundary fence. So much needed boundary for the Golden Wings. They still need 102 runs in 53 balls. Ankush with the second ball, and this time that will be a wide delivery signal by the umpire, just missing onto his line and length on this occasion. Or trying to go for that slogger one. An excellent effort there by the wicketkeeper at the back. That will be a dot delivery. So the required run rate is 11.65 and the current run rate is 8.56. Who again cuts it. But this time he finds the fielder there. So it will be just a single this time. And the score moves to 98. Or this time he slogged that one hard towards the long off. There's a fielder at the back. Just a single. Two more balls left in this innings. And this time he slashes to that one over the long on fielder, and that will be a six. That will be a pressure releasing six from Jatin Sharma. A much needed six there for the Golden Wings. As the required run rate was just piling up and they needed it so badly. And he found one. Jatin Sharma playing on 40 of just 35. Lays it onto the back foot. Just a single to end the over. So a six, a boundary in that over. 14 runs came off that last over. So after the completion of 12 overs, the Golden Wings score is 106 runs at a loss of 5 wickets. Sundar back into the attack for his third over, and they start off with a single till the required run rate of 11.62. Oh, this time he slogs it over straight. That's been dropped. And Jatin survives. He gets a lifeline there. And this time Virat slogs it. Just a single. So 4 runs in the first 4 balls. So that's a really good delivery there from Sundar. Just deceived Jatin. Sundar to bowl the last ball. A strong appeal there. Umpire said sliding down. So after the completion of 13 overs, Golden Wings score is 111 runs at a loss of 5 wickets. He's charged down, just gets the edge, just a single. Arun Chetty, the new bowler introduced by KCC. Golden Wings still need 86 runs in 41 balls. Arun with his second ball. He's played that straight into the hands of Arun Chetty, and that will be a wicket. And Viraj has to depart, and Arun strikes. He bowled that one straight. It was a much quicker, and that was really good catch there from Arun. Anurav, the new batter, into the middle for the Golden Wings. Arun to bowl the third ball, and he slogs it over covers, and that will be a boundary. And Anurav is off a flying start. He gets the boundary onto the first ball, outside off, over pitch delivery, and he dispatches one towards the boundary fence. A great start by Anurav. And that will be a white signal by the umpire. This time playing straight. Oh, he has connected that one sweetly, and that will be a six. What a six! He connected that one really sweet one. He timed it beautifully to club that one over the long off. So a six and a boundary. He's off a flying start. Oh, and he has to depart. That will be a very unfortunate wicket. Another wicket falls for the Golden Wings. The bails just fall off. And Sundar back into the attack for his fourth and the final over. He starts off with the dot ball, and this time he cuts it, and he cuts it well to fetch that one towards the boundary line. He just waited for that ball, and he just cut it well to send that one towards the boundary line. So with that boundary, Jatin moves to 49 or 42. He just played straight. The fielder there just falls short, and with that single, he scores his 50. That's a really crucial 50 from Jatin Sharma. From the context of the game, that would be a much needed 50. He slogs it again. He has connected well. And that will be another six. Who is getting that one into the slot and he just hammers. And it hammers well to put that one over the fence for a maximum. Oh, he connects another one. That's straight. But this time into the hands of the fielder. And Anurv has to depart. Anurva, 16 of just 5. He was playing well. He was connecting some big shots there. But he finds one into the hands of the fielder and he has to depart. Ashir is connected that one straight. But that was a really good effort there on the long off by that fielder. It wasn't an easy one to get. But still they manages to get a couple of runs on that one. So after the completion of 15 overs, the Golden Wings score is 136 runs at a loss of 7 wickets. Arun back into the attack for his second over. He's played that straight towards the long on, and that will be a single. Arun with the second ball. Oh, that's a really good one. He gets a thick edge, runs down towards the short third man region, and just a single. Just two runs of the first three balls. And now he's charged one. Charged down, that's into the air. And that will be a boundary. He charged down. He gets a thick edge there, and that just flies and falls short of the fielder but finds the boundary. A much needed boundary there for the Golden Wings. Still two balls left into this over. This time he punches off the back foot, just a single. She to face the last ball. He's played that smartly and just a single to end the over. So after the completion of 16 overs, Golden Wings score is 144 at a loss of 7 wickets. Ankush back into the attack. He finds the gap, and that will be a boundary to start off the over. Ashir charges down and plays that beautifully towards the cover between those two fielders for a boundary. A much needed boundary to start off the over. And this time the wicketkeeper makes no mistake, and that will be a wicket. Ashir again goes for the charge down, just misses the ball, and the wicketkeeper had a simple work to do behind the stumps, and he did that well. The eighth wicket falls for the Golden Wings. The Golden Wings need 50 runs in 22 balls. Nikhil, the new batter, into the middle for the Golden Wings. They are in all sort of troubles now. The Golden Wings still need 50 runs in 22 balls with 2 wickets in the hands. Jatin Sharma still in the middle, playing on 56 of 46 balls. Nikhil to play the first ball. Yes, slog that in the air. It lands in no man's land, and they'll get a couple of runs there. This time he connects it onto the leg side, and that will be a boundary. We just slog that one hard onto the leg side, and the fielder just could watch it go over the boundary line. So 10 runs already of the first 4 balls and a wicket. They still need 44 more runs to win in the 20 balls. Ankush with his fifth ball. Well, that is an excellent ball and well played there by Nikhil at just a last moment just to get the touch onto it and run. It was dipping into it. So Jatin is on strike now. He's playing on 56 or 46. He needs to do something extraordinary here now. Oh, he gets the edge, and the ball's just running down, and they will run the double. So after the completion of 17 overs, Golden Wings score is 157 and a loss of 8 wickets. So he just clips that one on the leg side. So that will bring. Oh, they have run couple of runs. So good running between the wickets. So 2 runs of the first ball. They still need 39 runs in 17 balls. He's played that in the air. It just falls short of the fielder. Another double run there. So good running between the wickets. 4 runs of the first two balls. And this time he connects it on to the leg side. Fielder there at the backward point. This time they'll only get a single. That brings Jatin Sharma back on strike. He's playing on 58 of 47. Still three more balls left in this over. And the required run rate is piling up to 14 runs now. They still need 36 more runs in just 15 balls. And yet another single. So singles and doubles won't mind at the moment for KCC. 6 runs in the first four, still two more balls left in this over. Amit has kept his line and length very tight, hasn't given any much room there. Amit, the swift ball, another brilliant delivery, keeping it tighter now. Just a single. Score moves to 164. And he's played it straight. Fielder there at the long off and will be a single to end the over. So after the completion of 18 overs, the Golden Wings score is 165 runs at a loss of 8 wickets. Ganesh back into the attack for his second over. That's been swept and swept well towards the covers for a boundary. A much needed boundary to start the over. A much fuller this time. And he slogged that one hard into the gap for a boundary. So now the equation is down to 29 runs in 11 balls. That's a really good start to the over. Who plays it straight towards the cover. This time he didn't time it well. Will only get a single. So that brings Nikhil on strike now. The required run rate is of 16. 28 runs, last 10 balls, 170 on the board, 2 wickets still in hand. This is going down the wire now. Are we seeing any anticlimax here in this match? Ganesh with his third ball to Nikhil. Oh, he didn't time that one. And that will be a dot ball. The Golden Wings cannot afford a dot ball at this moment. And that will be a wide delivery. Ganesh just missing onto his line and length on this occasion. And he charges down, plays it towards the covers. The fielder's running. He stops that one well. Oh, that's a boundary. Oh, that was a really good shot there. He just charged down. The fielder making full effort there, but still the ball racing towards the boundary fence. A much needed boundary there. Still 23 of just 8. And that's a white ball. Now it's turning into the nail biting finish now as Golden Wings need 22 in 8 balls. He plays that one onto the leg side. An extra cover, a fielder fumbles. And they might get a double run there. The partnership of 30 runs in just 15 balls. So that will be the last ball of the over. Nikhil on strike. So after the completion of 19 overs, the Golden Wings score is 179 runs at a loss of 8 wickets. So they need 19 runs of the last 6 balls. So this has boiled down all to that last 6 balls now. 19 runs needed. Jatin Sharma will be on. No, it will be Nikhil who will take the strike for that last over. Jatin on the other side. So the equation is simple. 19 runs in the last 6 balls. Amit Dhaiya to bowl that last over. Nikhil on strike. He's played that one onto the leg side towards the mid wicket, and they will run couple of runs there. So 2 runs of the first two balls. So 2 runs coming off that first ball. 17 runs needed in the last five. It's all happening in the Super League now. 5 balls, 17 runs needed. Amit with his second ball. And that will be a dot delivery. It did charge down. It just missed onto that one. A good attempt there by the keeper. Behind the stumps, he's been really active. 17 runs needed in the last four. Oh, he has played that one into the air. Will he clear the boundary? And they've ran 2 runs there. So still 15 runs needed in the last 3 balls. Oh, he's played that one onto the leg side. Will he find the boundary? He has. And much needed boundary there for the Golden Wings. He just shuffles and plays the ball onto the leg side. He finds the gap beautifully there. He gets that much needed boundary in a kill. Now the equation is 11 runs in the last 2 balls. So now they need two maximum in the last 2 balls. All upon Nikhil. Amit Dhaiya. He charges down the ground. Will that be a maximum? It just falls down off the fielder. And that will be just a single. Just a single of that ball. So it means 1 ball, 10 runs needed. And he's bowled. So Amit gets a wicket. And that will be a win for the KCC. So KCC won by 9 runs. What a match it has been between these two. What a showdown between these two competitive teams. It went down till the wire, and in the end, it was KCC who held their nerve and gets the win under their belt. But an excellent effort there by the Golden Wings took the game till in the deep but couldn't manage to get that win. An excellent knock there by Jatin Sharma stood till the end,